Uh, all right. Hey, everybody. Welcome. As I'm busy pressing too many buttons at once and messing up here. So, I got a new lens on my webcam situation and using that 50 mil f1.4 Lumix S lens. Love that lens. It's giving me a really tight frame. I'm hoping this framing is pretty cool. Let me know. Um, I did a whole new setup for my YouTube videos, and I loved the way it looked, and it had this lens on there. And yeah, this is kind of a little bit tighter than normally. I use the 35 mil, so it's a little something new. So anyway, we got a few things to go over. Of course, we have another week of crazy photography news and some controversy, quite honestly. I want to talk about that. We'll talk about how, as we know, AI is slowly taking over photography and everything else in our life, but specifically how Facebook and Instagram or Meta in general is using all of our info. So we're going to be talking about that. We're talking about our, the comments to post and the photos and content we post on there. We are training that AI, and we will be talking about that later on. What else is there? And oh, Gerald Undone did a very controversial response video to the Panasonic S9 launch event. I thought it was really stunning. Derek shot me over that link to watch it, and it got me thinking, as well as my role as a YouTube slash, I don't know if you call me influencer or whatever it is, and thought it would be pretty relevant for us to talk about that too. So regardless, either way, let's get into it.
Join me every Thursday on YouTube for another live show of Let's Talk Photography. We cover the latest news, interviews with today's industry leaders, tips, tricks, lighting, cameras, and the business of photography. My weekly live stream is all about crowd participation. You're encouraged to ask questions, talk about the cool camera gear you've got or the camera gear you want to get. Hell, you could just join our open panel discussion during our Q&A portion of the show. The cost of access to Let's Talk Photography is very, very low. For today only, I'm hosting a very low price of free $99 to subscribe and press that bell icon to get notifications of my upcoming live streams. Now let's get back to the show.
All right, I'm not sure if you can hear me. It's going through my default microphone, I'm noticing, and I don't know why it's not picking up my Rode. Give me a second, everybody, to fix this issue. I'm going to Oh, no. All right, Jesus, I tell you. All right, let's get the audio going. There we go.
And there we go. Oh, let me know if you hear me. Jesus, I tell you, if it's not one thing, it's another. You know what I mean? All right, let's see the comments. Let me know if you hear me. Hear me. Let me know. We got King Kruk in the house. And then we have Roy coming in. Yeah, we got Roy here. And then we also have John Ichi in the place saying hi, Roy. And also my man, Rob. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. He gets a Macho Man Randy Savage right there. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Pi. Really appreciate it. Really do. I forgot to plug in one plug. There's like two plugs. One is for the power, it's USB-C, and then one is actually for the audio and everything else. So I forgot to plug that in. So that was totally my bad. All right. So I'm not sure if you heard me earlier, but I will I will say it again. Okay. So this week we're going to be talking about the Panasonic S9 controversy about the launch event, Gerald Undone's comments about the industry itself. I'll be also talking about what else are we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about the upcoming launch of the Nikon Z6III. Finally, supposedly is their official launch coming up. And we're going to be talking about how Facebook and AI and everybody else has been using our content to further educate and build out AI. So every post we make, it means the AI is getting smarter. So I'm not really surprised, but we're going to talk about that too. Okay. So before we do all that, let's get on over here. And you already know. Come on, folks. Come on. Go ahead and smash that good old-fashioned follow on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and you might see me pop lock and stop, drop, and roll on TikTok. Okay, so go ahead and check me out there on TikTok. And I'm on Twitter too. Look at that, Robert Silver-Photography. Who would have thought? Twitter/X. And Elon Musk always asks, he always posts, is it better as Twitter or keep it as X? It should have just stayed Twitter. I don't get the whole X thing, but whatever. Okay. Did I just see? Oh, awesome. Hey, Rakesh is in the house. That's what's up. Awesome. Good to see you. I think you got in earlier this week than last week. I just got home like within an hour ago, celebrating my daughter's college graduation. Like today, well, her graduation was Friday, but today we celebrated her we did like a dinner, a lunch and whatnot, all the family and stuff like that. So we had a great time. I was definitely feeling lazy and full from eating Thai food. And quite honestly, I was like, oh boy, maybe I should skip this week. But you know what? I'm here. That's right. I made it. All right. It will get a little froggy though, a little bit later on this month. Just to let you know. Not next Thursday, 2 Thursdays on the 13th, I might not be able to do this because I'll be in Miami. That's right. I'll be in Miami for a very large film festival. Okay. I'm going to, if I go live, it won't be in the traditional sense. It will be like, I may go live vertically on YouTube exclusively, and it's to really check in with all of you. So I'll probably do that. Actually, that would be a good idea. I might be on the beach. I don't know. I'm trying to network with a model and see if I could get a shoot out of it. That'd be pretty dope to bring to all of you. So stay tuned for that. That will be June 13th. Okay, I'll be in Miami. Now, as far as this week is concerned, remember, in 3 more days, we have the photo hike coming up. Remember, I mentioned this. We have the photo hike coming up, or photo walk, rather. Sunday, June 2nd, 4 p.m. Be there, be square. And it's totally, guess what? Free. That's right, it's free. Free to join. All you got to do is sign up to my newsletter. Okay? That's all you got to do. Head on over to robertsilverphotography.com. Click sign up to my newsletter right on the top of the website. And it says first, last, and email, and you're good to go. Then you are a part of the club. Can you believe it? You're part of the club. And then that will also keep you informed on what upcoming workshops I have right now. I have one. I want to put it on the map. It will be for what is it? May. So maybe July, toward the end of July, it'll be a outdoor portrait photography workshop at a beautiful botanical garden. So if you are interested in learning natural light as well as flash photography, portrait photography, we're going to do both within that day is what I'm thinking. And that'll be in San Francisco as well. So you want to sign up to my newsletter. It'll keep you up to date. And so that you could be among the first to sign up for my future events. Okay. What else is there? My latest video I just posted is about the Panasonic S9 camera. Yes, it came out about a week ago, and in YouTube world, it means it's old already. But I put my opinion out there about it. And remember, um, for 4 years, I worked for Panasonic. I was their Lumix representative throughout the entire Bay Area. Okay. So therefore, I would visit our larger accounts like Best Buy or especially Mike's Camera throughout the Bay Area, and I would be representing them and educating the salespeople on what new features were available, what cameras, et cetera, and talking to customers. So I gave my perspective from that point of view. And as many of you know, like right now, I use Lumix for pretty much 90% of my videos. So any video you've seen, it's probably shot on a Lumix. And right now, it's the Lumix S5 Mark II that I'm using as a webcam. And I absolutely love the Lumix system, but that's just me. The S9 is cool, as many of you know, but I gave my points of view. So make sure if you are interested, you can go right on over to my YouTube channel. That's right here. Check it out after the live stream. You hear me? After the live stream. Okay. And go check out that video for yourself if you care about my perspective. Uh, Overall, I think personally, the Lumix S5 Mark II is like literally $300 more. It's hard to beat the Lumix S5 Mark II. For the price point under $1,800, that camera is a beast. The camera I'm using right now. I found that I get more respect for the Lumix S5 Mark II after on my job site, I used the S1H for a while because it does higher megabits per second. The Lumix S5 Mark II does up to 200, and the S1H is Netflix approved, and it does up to 400 megabits per second. So I was like, all right, let me bring that to work because we're creating commercial content and everything else. I was like, all right, let me get as much quality I can get. But one thing that the S5 Mark II dramatically superior over the S1H is the in-body stabilization. It is phenomenal, the S5 Mark II. It's really, really killer. Plus, it has a whole host of other issues and unlimited recording and a fit built-in fan. It has so many things worth extra $300, and it's a little bit bigger in form factor. It's a no-brainer for me. So the Lumix S5 Mark II is going to win every time. And if you can, S5 Mark II X. If you're serious about doing filmmaking, then the X is going to give you that ProRes internally, and it can give you a 12-bit external to like an Atomos, which is a real awesome improvement. And it does Blackmagic RAW. So shout out to that. Okay. So with all that said, I appreciate Lumix. I think this camera is kind of cool. Not for me per se, just the style of shooting that I'm doing. I need a video camera. I need a cinema camera, or at least a baby cinema camera. This is not going to cut it. But it is far, far, far superior than your cell phone. Full frame, 6K open gate. Let's be honest, your cell phone's never going to do that. And the real-time LUT is really awesome. And if I was just a straight up for creator, I would consider something like this to have access to the full frame lens lineup and all the Sigma art lenses. So I could see someone using it. Just for me, the S5 Mark II and the 2X is too close in price, and it has way many more features that I just grown to appreciate. Okay, I'm glad that it still shares the same battery. That's awesome. Okay. Let's see if we have anything else up here. No, those are that. And of course, if you didn't already check out, we have that. You know what? Let's check out some comments first, okay? Beepity boopity boop. We got a lot of awesome. Okay, John. Okay. Rob, your lives are looking more cinematic. Wow. That's what's up. I really appreciate that, man. What I'm doing, you see this focus? Is he got this mic right in front of me, so sometimes it hits that mic. It needs to stay right on my dang little face right here. But King Kruk, I am right now using the 50 mil S Pro Lumix lens. It's in the, I think it's like $2,200. It's a phenomenal freaking piece of glass, and I love it. 77 millimeter filter thread, and it's at 1.4 right now, and it is tighter than my normal aspect ratio, because aspect ratio, excuse me, is normal than my average framing, because I would normally be using the Sigma 35 millimeter f 1.4 art lens. So I notice how much tighter it is, but ironically, I kind of like it. It kind of cleans it up. You know what they say, less is more, and not including so much of my space and just concentrating on me, I think really helps me out here. So I kind of dig it. You know, and it's doing a pretty fair job. Again, shout out to Lumix. Marcus comes in. Where are we meeting up on Sunday? Okay, great question. I am sending out the emails tonight. Okay, let me say it again. I'm sending out the email tonight to anybody who signed up to my newsletter for this weekend's photo walk. I'm going to give you the location, the parking lot, the Google map, so you can get there quite efficiently. Also, an all trail link for you to check out the trail we're going to walk. It's a very easy, any level of fitness. I'm going to say 90% of people in the world can do this. It's very easy. A full loop is maybe 3 miles. That's it. It's really not difficult. Tons of opportunities for us to take pictures and talk our smack, you know? So definitely come out. It's free, as I said. I want it to be free because I really want it to be about us getting together. And if I was to ever get paid, I really want to look at like, how can I say, like sponsorships or something like that. But for us photographers, I really want this to be a free event where we can just socialize, get out the house, talk our ish about lenses, and nerd out. That's really all I'm looking forward to. And and that's why I only asked for you to sign up to my newsletter. That's it. That's all. All right. So check your email by tonight, for sure by tomorrow morning. If you didn't see it tonight, I don't know why not. But as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to try to eat, and then I will for sure be sending out that newsletter. I've already made it. I just need to fine tune one extra section, and then I'll send it out to everybody. Okay. Oh, John Ishii. Yeah, I wish you could. I wish you could too. But maybe we could. Hey, John, maybe we should plan an international one. How would that sound? How would that sound if we try to connect? We'll talk about it. Maybe one in Thailand or somewhere. We do something there. If we could tie it up and see how I can make it make sense financially, and we do something like that. Let me know if you'd be down to collab and we can organize this. I'd be definitely down for that. So keep me posted. Let me know what you think. Awesome. Look at this. I love the community going at it. This is we got Manila Martin. Yeah, that's what's up. I love it. I love seeing the same names because, you know, you guys really motivate me. I'm not going to lie. Like, I felt a little lazy today after the graduation celebration lunch we had with the family. But I knew, I was like, you know what? They're probably going to see if I'm I better go log in. You know what? Let me knock it off. That's why I didn't change yet. Normally I'm wearing like my shirt and everything. I just got my yellow shirt from H&M on, looking like a dad. You know how that goes. Awesome. I'm glad you like that idea. Like I said, let's seriously connect. Let's talk about it. If it could happen, and how would it be? How much would it, so I can figure out if there's like how much the cost would be, etc. And if it financially works out, I'm down to do it. I think it could be awesome. Someone just asked me about my New York photo walks. I used to do one like in Central Park. I think this time I would do it in Prospect Park in Brooklyn. But with all that said, I think I might spark one up over there in New York City. So anybody in New York City, you better holler. So I'd be itching to do one in New York for sure. I have family out there. I was born and raised in New York, so I definitely think there. But absolutely, John, let's connect seriously. An international photo walk like that amazing race would be cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm like, all right, go shoot a cockatoo with one leg. Go. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be awesome. Now you have to take the photo standing on a stump with one eye open and I don't know, I try to make up weird races and be back in 15 minutes. All right, we got Mark in here. Maybe I will buy the planner for the meetup. Man, if you did that, I'd have to give you one of these slow claps like this. Salute. You know what? If you're thinking about getting it, you just might as well just get it. Just if you could get it on time. Maybe Mike's camera over in Sacramento has one, and you get it in time. If you're thinking about getting it, just get it and get it over with. You know what I mean? That lens is too gorgeous. Anyway, would love to help you out on that. Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think that could be a super fun idea, and it'll be a great reason for me to get out the States for a minute. The States is driving me nuts, so I need some peaceful vibes. I could get huge number and sponsors to help. John, if you're down to work out something like that, I would love to host it. We could work something out. Let's get sponsors, at least cover costs, at bare minimum, and meaning flight, stay, all that jazz. And if we can make a couple extra bucks, let's do it. But either way, let's make it happen. I think it could be really, really fun. We'll get Manila Martin to come visit us. All right. Mark, they do. Okay, Mark, man, I'm telling you that. Did you try to plan a lens? You need to. That lens is gorgeous. I love that lens. You won't be upset, man. The only thing only thing that should hold you back from getting a Plena is the price. And if that doesn't hold you back, then stop talking to me about it and go pick it up. That lens is gorgeous. King Kruk, would y'all fly there or take a cruise there? Damn, that's a good question. I'd probably fly because I want to. First of all, it would be a workcation kind of thing for me. So, like, if we planned something and did something like, let's say, Thailand, right? I'd want to enjoy Thailand too. So I'm going to stay for at least 2 weeks. But so I'd want to spend more time there and not cruising. But a cruise idea does sound pretty cool. I heard somebody setting up a photography cruise experience. But that's also logistics. I may have to ask the cruise line, like, how would I be able to do it and not get in trouble? In Thailand, we could just meet up at a beach, a park, or whatever, and pretty much, I think we'll be okay, right? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we'd have to do Thailand. You know what I mean? I saw the beers over there is cheap as hell, like $3 or something. So, and I'm a cheap date. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's right. So I definitely want to check it out. And as many of you know, and I believe John Ishii remembers, I was seriously looking at Thailand super hard. Okay, because I need the peace of mind when I'm living. It's a little stressful sometimes over here. All right. Enough of my pity parade. But yeah, okay. If everybody's looking at Thailand, maybe we should talk about that. Seriously. Okay, we mentioned all this. We mentioned all that. All right, let's talk about a product review, shall we? Let's talk about this cool little thing I've talked about for 2 weeks now. Whoops. And hope you guys dig it. Let's go. All right, check this out. Okay. It's the Viltrox. I think I'm saying it right. Autofocus, full frame, 40mm, 2.5 Z lens. You saw me do an unboxing on my channel. If you haven't seen it, check out the video. And here is the lens right here. Look at that. In all its glory. All right, don't get too excited. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. It's just a lens. So here it is, 52mm filter thread. super compact. Look at my, all right, let me see. Here we go. Here's my hand. So it's super, yeah, it's like half the size of my hand, you know? So super lightweight. It is plastic build. Okay. Plastic build. Not surprising. And but it's metal rear elements and everything. That's pretty cool. Right? So at least that's metal. Very lightweight. Very lightweight. And Viltrox has tons of lenses for Z mount. So they're just going hard. I wonder why they're going so hard. I think that's the one third party brand that has the most Z lenses. Yeah. I could be wrong, but dang, they seem to have, I think they have at least like 8 of them or something like that. So now my I'm going to use this on the ZF a lot and check it out, but my ZF is actually rigged up as a video rig at my job, which has been kicking butt as a video rig, by the way. So here's my Z8. Let me make this a little bit wider. Let me make this a little bit wider for you all. There we go. Is that better? There we go. A little bit better. Okay. So we got the Z8. Take off that 50 mil f1.2 because you know that's my fave. It's really hard to leave home without that lens. Okay. And here it is on the Z8. Look how small that is. Super lightweight, super compact. Right? Yeah, you definitely don't feel the lens. It is all body. It's so light. The autofocus is pretty snappy, which is interesting. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty snappy. Yeah, that's pretty. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's pretty good. Nice lightweight, compact 40 mil. Now, some of you may say, well, who cares? Because Nikon has its own 40 mil. And not only that, it's a little faster. It's a f2 lens, right? This is the lens that I got as a kit for the ZF, the 40, and this is the SE special edition, the retro, which I think is super dope. So you have the 40. Hold on. What's going on here? What's going on here with this focus? There we go. We got the 40 mil here for Nikon. So you might be saying, why would I give two hoots about this Viltrox, right? Well, here's the deal. Let me take this thing off. Anyway, so here's the Nikon. Here's the Viltrox right here. And here's the dilly. The Nikon is literally twice as much as the Viltrox. The Viltrox is like $168. That's right, $168 for this lens, f2.5. And then the SE version is like $310, something like that. Okay? So that's the biggest difference between the two. If you got the Z40 f2, that's not a SE, then it's like $279, something like that. Okay, so that's primarily the biggest difference. Slightly slower to f2.5 for the Viltrox, but it's $168. And then you have the Nikkor, a little bit faster, but then you're spending twice as much. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, spending twice as much is like a hell of a lot. Well, it's $310. It's not like out of this world. And this lens is fantastic. But that's just the truth of the matter, right? If you're comparing it, this is like the apples to apples comparison. They're both 40 primes, both plastic. Look at the rear. Plastic mounting right there. Right? Let me see if we can help you guys out there so you can see this thing. See the plastic there? And then metal here. Okay. So it's really up to you what you feel works best for you. Okay. 310, 168. Check them out for yourself. But my job right now is really just to show you what's available. I'm not going to sit here and tell you which one to get over the other. I bet if I took photos with both of these, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. And that's the way it goes for most people. So you just, figure it out for yourself. I just want to let you know what is available. And shout out to Viltrox for sending me this lens to review and talk about. And a review will be coming soon. Okay. I'm just working on shoot ideas, stuff like that. I will be bringing this with me on the photo walk. So if you want to check it out, definitely let me know. Okay. So you can check out my full first impressions of this lens on my channel. All right. All right. And that is the product highlight. All right. Anyway, let me check out some of these stuff here. I don't have contacts in time, but Malaysia, no problem. All right, we'll talk about that too. All right, I'm down for Malaysia. We'll check it out. If it works out easier for us to operate there, then well, then that's where it will be. It's just that simple. 100%. We can make it happen. I'm not married to a specific location. Absolutely not. I just want to go somewhere in Southeast Asia where it's fairly safe, beautiful, and the vibe is right. And I can just enjoy doing whatever we're about to do. Okay. That's really the thing. Security too, in terms of I don't want to invite people to do things and all of a sudden it's not in a safe place, right? So that's my other concern, really. And then a place that's easily accessible for those who do want to participate. I want to make it easily accessible for them as well, right? Not somewhere absolutely remote and no GPS service or something. That'd be crazy. All right. Let's see here. We're caught up in comments. I guess we can get to the first topic. Okay, we're at 5:30. Look at that. We're actually right on time. Who would have thought? Oh, I do want to mention something real quick. This is kind of random. Did anybody know that with I'm not sure if it's this latest firmware update, but DJI Pocket 3, this little bad boy right here. Okay. Everybody know about this, right? I showed you guys this little son of a gun right here. There we go. I showed you. If you don't have one, I'm telling you, if you create content, this thing is a beast. And clearly the eye detect wants to see my face. So it doesn't care about the Osmo. But this thing right here, let me do it like that. There we go. This thing right here is phenomenal. I love this thing. And I at least once a week, I find out a new thing that I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I paid for this thing. And if you're going to get it, get the combo. They're not sponsoring this video at all, but I did. They had a recent new firmware update. If you do have it, go connect it to the mobile app, and it will automatically ask if you want to update the firmware. You press accept, and it does it by itself wirelessly. Okay. Now the latest firmware is like 1.04 dot blah 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 blah. Okay. When you do that, it has a host of new things. One thing is that this thing can be used as a webcam. Okay? It could be used as a freaking webcam. Shout out to DJI. I will put my money that no other company is innovative than DJI. I'll be quite honest. I mean, DJI is just coming out with products that is not only innovative, they're useful, and it works. And it works. Okay. They're used, and I don't know what it is about DJI. I have so much DJI. I have the lav mics, the OM for your iPhone stabilizer. I have the Ronin RS3 Mini. I have the RS3 Pro kit. I have what other DJI stuff I have? I have all their apps on my damn phone. I just there's something about it. It's not I was never married to DJI. Oh, I have a drone too, but every time I needed one of these things, it happened to have been DJI that I landed on. And it just struck me when I got this why that brand is freaking amazing. If companies took notes to DJI, they'd be much further really fast because they make stuff that's so useful, so user friendly. It's hard for you to go somewhere else. Now, when I'm at work, I use between this and my ZF rig for my run and gun video footage I record around the office. This thing is a badass piece of equipment, okay? As you may know, it already does 10-bit 420 D-Log, okay? Right in this little bad boy. The battery life is really good. I mean, you could always buy another battery handle if you felt like you needed more. But just this right here, it's really good. I have 128 gig, but here's the thing. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent. Let me land my plane. The with the latest firmware update, you could use this thing as a webcam. My software right here will automatically recognize it in 2 seconds as an option, as a video option source, excuse me. And then here's the amazing part. This is what I like. So with the kit, with the Osmo kit, which is the only way I would recommend buying the Pocket 3 is just go right to the combo kit. It comes with the DJI Lav Mic 2. If my anyway, it's right there. The 35 mil lens seemed to there we go. See, because of the eye detectors on, it's really looking for my face. So this is the DJI Pocket, DJI Mic 2. Phenomenal. It's awesome. Great battery life. Now, this comes with the creator kit. So it comes with this. You turn this on, it's automatically recognized here. All right, in like less than in a second. Okay, so you have wireless, but here's the catch. When you're using it as a webcam, this is now able to be used while webcamming with the Pocket 3. Isn't that freaking dope? Thank you. I was just excited to find out myself. Now, but that's really awesome because even if I use my Lumix S5 II here, I can't use an audio source from that Lumix. I so wish I could. That'd be great for when I'm recording on my trips or like when I go to Miami or whatever the case. I can't bring my entire live stream setup with me. But this is amazing. That means I have my vlogging equipment with me, technically, right? I can have this. There we go. I have this, or I have it as a webcam. You see, I have here, I could cue myself up with the screen, make sure I'm framed up right, and then have my microphone, a high quality lav mic with me. Let me see if this thing's gonna find me. There we go. I have my live quality lav mic right there, and then I have my webcam. You know what I mean, dude, DJI is. I don't know why people don't learn from them. I would take notes all day from this company because they're doing it right. They're doing it right, and it's easy to use. This thing gives me 4K, 120, 460. It gives me a 4K 60. Excuse me. It gives me all sorts of gimbal movements that I can do as like my Ronin RS3 can do, a 3 Mini. Webcam now. Hello. That's amazing. That means I could do all my live streaming with a better webcam than what's inside the laptop, but just use my laptop as my interface. That's so cool. That is so cool. So I didn't even plan on talking about it. I'm gonna make a whole nother video showing you the stream and the quality. So stay tuned for that. But I just had to share that with you. That just happened. I updated it like on Monday or something, and it just literally blew my mind. So I just want to say, if you do have a Pocket 3, make sure you update that firmware. And I'm telling you, you now have an amazing and very cool webcam. Oh, last but not least thing when it came to the new features of the Pocket 3. Okay, here it is. This one's pretty awesome. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I just had a brain fart. You have the webcam, you got this, and then you also have sugar honey iced tea. I can't believe I just forgot. Trying to cue up my damn sound effects. You have give me a second here. Yeah, the webcam. Oh, here it is. This is cool. As many of you know, it has active track. Okay. So with active track, you tap on your face twice using the mobile phone app or on the screen itself. You just tap yourself, kind of like, let me see if I can do it right here. All right. Let me see. Here we go. What the heck? There we go. All right. Let me see if you can see this. There we go. So if you tap on yourself, there we go. So now it activated. You can see it right there as a green screen around me. And yeah, see how it's actively moving with me? You guys see that? It's moving. All right. Now that active track is activated during live streaming using this as a webcam. Okay. That's pretty cool. So you could use this as a webcam, have the Mic Lav 2 as your audio source, and then be able to use active tracking while streaming live. Look at that thing, bro. That's so cool. Come on. You know that's cool, man. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So shout out to DJI, because that, my friend, is fun to use. Okay. And this combo kit is not cheap, but this thing's packed full of features where as soon as you get over that price, you're like, screw it, this thing's amazing. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you all because I was just charging mine right here. And I figured it's just cool to mention. Some of you may have a Pocket 3, and if you don't care about it, well, then fast forward. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Let me put these lenses away. Cool. I got to see what lens I'm planning on bringing to the photo walk. What do you guys think? What lens or focal length do you think I should bring to a photo walk? I'm definitely going to bring that 40 because I got to test it out. But what else? I think I might do the 40 and the Z28 f2.8 lens. That could be a nice little combo right there. I don't want to be bogged down by tons of lenses, to quite honestly. I just want to have fun with you guys hanging out. But I'm curious if whoever decides to come, let me know. If you're thinking about coming to the photo walk, what lens or lenses would you bring? Okay. What lenses would you bring? Feel free to post your comment down below. In the meantime, you already know. Please press that like, that share, subscribe, and smash. That's right. Whoops. Smash that bell icon to get notifications for upcoming content because YouTube is doubling down on not notifying people when I post video content, post, and or go live. So you really want to hit that bell icon. It'll keep you notified. And then because I didn't post about this live stream like until 20 minutes before I went live. So I'm just putting it out there. Also, as I said earlier, make sure you sign up for my free newsletter to stay in the know. Okay. As I said, I'm planning a outdoor portrait photography. I guess it is more like an intensive because I want to do like one section will be on natural light. And then the second section will be about flash photography on location. Okay. Maybe I'll combine the two, or maybe I'll do two separate ones. Okay. Let me know. What do you think? Should I combine the two or do two separate ones? That I'm curious. Who else is here? For June's photo critique, which I will be doing June. I think I'm going to do it June 27th. Okay. June 27th, I will be doing the next portrait photography photo critique. But this time, listen closely, only headshots. We're going to go over headshots, everybody. All right. Submit your headshots right now at info@robertsilverphotography.com. And let's critique them. Send me up to 3. All right. Feel free. Let me show you something on my website here real quick. Beep-a-dee-boop-a-dee-boop. Cool. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up something for you guys. Here we go. Where's the photo? There we go. All right. If you need to, here we go. I'll send this link to everybody. Whoops. What is going on? There we go. There we go. Jesus. Let me post this in the chat for all of you. There we go. And let's go to the chat. Cool. So here is for your photo submissions. Go right here. Submit your headshot portraits now. Okay. There we go. So if you want to submit for a free photo critique live, then you're going to want to click this link that I'm about to post right now. There we go. I just submitted it. I just posted and I pinned it to the top. There we go. Cool. Awesome. Nice. Awesome. Okay, so everybody should be looking good. Connection looks good. At least it says so on YouTube. Who knows what that means? Anyway, all right. So as you can see, submit your headshot portraits now. It's pinned to the top of the chat. That will give you all the instructions on how to submit your photos. I would say I was saying 3 to. You know what? You could send 3 to 5. I've been saying 3 to 5, but if you could submit, at least 3, that would be fine too. What else is there? Like 5 megabytes per photo should be large enough for me to really take a look at them. It's up to you. But that will be June 7th. June 27th. Okay, let me put that down. Photo critique. All right. Well, clearly, I don't know how to spell. Good thing I'm looking at photos and not spelling contest here. Awesome. Cool. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. Post your questions down below in the live chat or in the description section for those who are watching this on a rewind. Okay. J-Rod's in the house. That's what's up. And Marcus says 24 to 70 to 8 and the 70 to 200 to 8. Hey, I don't see the planner there though. Okay, you better bring that planner, brother. But those are great. Cool. Let's go with that. I think you can't really miss anything with those two. You will want, I'm not sure if you have a wide lens, like maybe a 14 to 24. You might want something like that, just get a little bit something wide. But that you'll be just fine with that. I'm gonna bring the Lumix 35 1.8. Oh, that'll be great, Pi. That's a good one. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a real good one. I don't have a 35 prime except my Sigma, but I gotta test out this lens, so I have to bring Nikon. I'm gonna probably just bring the ZF. To be quite honest, I'm gonna bring the ZF. J-Rod photo art. Oh yeah, you already know, brother. Oh yeah. That's right. Where is it? Where's that? Where's the other one? Where's my other Macho Man? Here we go. Ric Flair. I do this for a living. I'm the best there is. Ric Flair's the best, man. I'm the best there is. Anyway, daylight. I'm bringing the 28 to 400 mil. Would be interesting. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, that'd be a nice one, especially for where we're going. Okay. I like my 28 to 400 on my Z50. Ooh, there you go. That's well, you're covered in range, so that's not going to be an issue for you. All right. So, oh, look at this guy. So, like I said, I pinned this to the top of the chat. If you can't see it, let me know. Click on that link. It'll give you all the instructions to submit your headshots. Let's talk about it. And I'm going to switch up the genres of portrait portrait photography that we'll critique each month. Okay. This month, headshots. All right. All right. Let me turn off this thing here. What am I doing? Cool. What is that? Did you have the okay. Got it. And then Ben comes in and says, I wish they had a Z50 Mark II. Well, that was a shot to Nikon. Hurry up and get on it. What do they need to do? Well, we need that 35-1.2 lens for heaven's sakes. They need to get that out. And quite honestly, the Z6II is on the horizon. I think marketing and a lot of stuff is being pushed in that direction. The smoke is getting a little bit more thicker, meaning that the reality of the Z6III is looking more real by the minute. So this Z52, I think, it's still wait and see, right? But hey, never say never. Never say never. I didn't see Panasonic coming out with the S9, but they did. And I think it's really due to Fuji's X100VI and that they pushed that one out. But I think they should have concentrated more on the S1H Mark II, S1 Mark II, and S1R Mark II. Like, I think those newer versions overall would be far more appealing. And for those in the Lumix system, they would take it a bit more serious, right? So anywho, that's just me. I don't know how I got the Panasonic, but I did. Oh, Mark says Z6III and Z9 too, or Cine video camera for Nikon. Okay. Well, first of all, the Z6III is just right around the corner, I believe. And you know what? Let's talk about it right now. Come on, let's get to it. All right. I see you guys itching to talk about this Nikon. Let's get to Nikon. Okay. All right. Now, let me cue everything up. Oh. What am I doing? There we go. Let's cue up. Where's my... There we go. Awesome. Let's get to the photo news, shall we? Come on. All right, check it out, everybody. There we go. That's better. Finally, Nikon Z6III announcement in 2 weeks. On or around June 11th. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Come on now. You know you want to clap. Now, obviously, this is from Nikon Rumors. It's all a rumor, allegedly, right? But now we're talking about an announcement. We've been talking about pictures and specs and pricing or whatever. Now they're talking about a potential official announcement of or for the Nikon Z6III. And quite honestly, I'm happy to hear it. Nikon's been on a serious roll the past couple of years, and the Z6III is only going to add more fuel to that fire. So shout out to them. This will be a great time. I know it's a bit late for the Nikon Z6III, but they did just purchase Red cinema camera, But boy, if they purchased Red Cinema camera like a year ago, they might have been able to drop some tech into this camera. But they are going to go, they're going to triple down in video. I'm telling you, video, if you photographers trying to make money, you got to get into video. Mark my words. Anyway, so it says here, I am coming. Z6III camera is rumored to be officially announced in 2 weeks. They don't have an exact date, but it's around June 10th, 12th time frame. Okay. So as we covered here on the Let's Talk Photography podcast show, let's see if I have the specs around here. Boop. Oh, it doesn't show it. Look at that. Okay, well, I know they had the specs. I'm surprised it doesn't show us the specs, but it doesn't. Okay, it is what it is. All right. But we all know 6K. I think it's gonna have dual card slot. And I wish I had the actual it says this clicks to the specs, but it doesn't take you to the specs. Isn't that ironic? It doesn't take you to anything. Let me see if this one does it. Nope, just talks about cameras. They no. Damn, where did all the specs go? Well, Nikon Rumors used to have the one with all the specs. Let's see if it's oh, here we go. All right, now this all right, here are the specs so far. Okay, let's see if you guys see it. Yep, there it is. So these were the latest specs at the time in March. So for folks talking about Nikon or at least video centric cameras from them, I think this is going to be the closest thing that they're going to be doing that's video centric, but it's more of a hybrid. I think this will be a very well balanced hybrid. What I mean by that is that is a Z8 technically is a hybrid. It's not technically, it is, but the price range is out of some people's reach. The Z6III, I think it's going to be more obtainable for the average creator that needs photos and video. It gives you 6K, which I personally use all the time at work for commercial work. I love 6K. I think it's a great middle between the 4 and the 8. And the files are larger, but you could use them in so many different ways that it kind of makes up for the space it swallows up. 12-bit and raw photos, full HD video, slow-mo up to 240 frames a second. 8-bit crop. Dang. Anyway, you got the 240 if you need it. 14 frames mechanical, 20 frames electronic, which is going to be more than enough, folks. Believe it or not, all of you young photographers out there, 20 frames is more than enough. And if you can't get it in 20, you're not going to get it in 21. Okay, so that's more than enough. No bird AF at the time of release, which I think it probably will by now, because this was, 3 months ago, or almost 3 months ago by the time it's officially announced. If not, it'll be a firmware update, so I'm not really worried about that. HDMI, so full HDMI. I hope it stays there, version 2.1. USB-C, which, come on, any camera right now should have USB-C in there. It's so helpful. Several new features not seen on other cameras. Okay, blah, blah, blah. But that's the gist of it, okay? So how do you guys feel about this upcoming Z6III? Do you think that it's finally going to be announced in 2 weeks? Do you think this rumor is just a bunch of malarkey? What are you thinking? Let me know. Okay, let me know what you're thinking. I personally am excited for it. I don't think I'm going to get the Z6III myself per se, but I for sure will advocate it because of what this camera is going to be able to deliver. I'm personally using, this is for my work. They pay me a salary to create video content 5 days a week. Okay. And I use the ZF with the 24 to 120 f4 lens on there. caged up with small rig monitor, and I use it as my run and gun kit. Okay. And that ZF autofocus, it surprises me every damn day. It's so reliable. Nikon really is not getting its flowers when it comes to how much they've improved in video. And then I just use any of their glass and I get what I want all the time. So with all that said, the Z6 would have been my perfect run and gun from the specs. From what I'm seeing, a great run and gun, because I'm sure it's going to be lighter than my Z8. It's going to be lighter than my Z8, a little bit more compact, but it still provides me 6K, slow-mo up to 240 frames. That's super cool and useful, especially if you're doing product video. And it's still going to deliver great photos. Okay, and full HDMI, because the ZF uses the micro HDMI, and those are a pain in my butt. You got to get a special cord just for that. But I have like 5 million full HDMI cords everywhere. So that's the one thing I would be appreciative of. No, but since I have the ZF, Z8, and the Z9, there's no way I need to spend that money. I'd go get the Plena with that money. And I'm going to end up with the Plena, folks. Trust and believe me when I say it. All right. I'm going to host a special live show when I get that damn Plena. How about that? Anyway, so with all that said, let's see what we got here in the comments. So that's my roundabout answer, Mark. I hope it helped. The Z6III, I think, is going to be that, not cine, but it will be that special photo video hybrid camera that I think is going to please a large segment of creators in general. If it has this, here's one thing that'll upset me. I'm not going to lie. You guys may not like it. It is what it is. If the screen is not flip screen, if the screen is not flip screen, if you want it to be an ultimate hybrid, the S1, S5 Mark II, S5 Mark II X, I think is an ultimate hybrid, whatever you want to call it. And I use quotations because some people don't like Lumix and they might find another camera, to each his own. But to me, this is a great example. It's compact, it's lightweight, full of features, flip screen, so I can at least cue myself. I can see myself right here, making sure my autofocus is spot on, etc. That is a game changer. Even when I have a monitor on top of my rig, I like having that touch screen because I can get it out of the way of the V-mount battery, and I still have access to the touch screen, which means thus the menu. A flip screen for video is clutch. It's helpful. No, I'm not going to record my whole cinematic masterpiece on the back of a screen, but that screen is useful. And I think the Z6 would be greatly, it would increase the user experience with the flip screen. The tilt axis, all that's all great. But as soon as you have a rig, if you have a rig, that screen is going to be limiting very quick. Okay. That's why cinema cameras have like mounting screws to put your monitor wherever it is that you need it. Because you're not always right behind it. Okay. So it's just impractical to keep it there. That's my only gripe. If the Z6III had that, I'd be like, damn, they listen to too many photographers. That's what I would be saying. They listen to too many people who only shoot video since 1970 something. Knock it off. Okay. Look, Pocket 3 from the Pocket 2. I have the Pocket 2 right over there. I have the Pocket 2. Pocket 3. What did they realize? Most people want a bigger screen, so then they doubled the size of the screen. Most people want to be able, who's going to use this? I mean, most people want to shoot horizontal, maybe for vlogging, YouTube, but then you could shoot vertical content with the flip of a screen. That's why DJI is winning. That's why they make innovative products that work, they're durable, and they create high quality content. Stop listening to creators that are, I hate to say it, I don't want to be ageist, 70 and above. You're not going to make money that way, Nikon. I'm telling you, got to have that flip screen. Make a series of cameras that doesn't do flip screen. Maybe the Z9, fine. But Z6, I think, is a perfect ground, perfect area in which you can include a high quality flip screen. I mean, the ZF does a great flip screen. It's not a piece of crap. It looks great. I use it all the time. I love that it has it. That's why I use it as my run and gun camera kit, a video kit. So I hope Nikon hears me. Of course, they won't. They will listen to some young YouTuber with 150K subs. That's fine. That's all right. I'm gonna rant anyway. All right. Shout out to all the ranting YouTubers out there, okay? We're gonna keep it real on this side of the street, everybody. J Rod says agreed, Z50 needs an update. Yeah, it does need an update. A complete camera. I think they're gonna, like I said, I think they're gonna push a little bit on the Z6 Mark III first, get that out. And I can see it coming right down a pipe for sure. We got to make sure that there's very accessible cameras are paid attention to, because there's plenty of people in that market space that would appreciate that. All right. So 100%. Okay. Morning. Did I miss a lot? Fajar, you kind of did, but it's all good. We're glad you are here. We're glad you're here. And Fajar, I will be critiquing your photos. June 27th is the next portrait photo critique. Okay. June 27th. Tune in. I will make more announcements each week. And but I got your photos from last time. I remember we forgot to get to yours. So that was totally my bad. I had to do some digging in the rumored specs. Side note, I know they may do SD, but I think it would be great to have CF Express Type A SD combo. 100%. I think you're absolutely right. Especially 6K, shooting at 6K. I'd like to do it. But you know what? The Lumix S5 Mark II and 2X does 6K open gate. And they're both SD card, dual SD cards. So I see that it can do that and do it well. Make sure you get a damn good SD card. Like, don't cheap out. You know, I think they do them 300 megabits a second now. So like, get the good stuff. But yes, I wish it would do that. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I'm using the ZF as that run and gun kit, and it does one SD card and one micro SD, and I'm having a great time. But yes, I wish they all had CF Express Type B. We'll see if they're like, oh, we don't want to sacrifice on size or whatever, and maybe that's why. But I don't see that they're gonna to sacrifice tremendously on the size. I don't know. We'll see. I think that Nikon has to come with it on the Z6III to eliminate the influencers' hate. I think similar things from ZF, but better video and maybe more 30 megapixel. Yeah, I think the videos off top going to be better because what I just shared with you does 6K, and I got to check out the other parameters. Is it 420? It's probably 420, 10-bit. That's the one thing. Like on the ZF, I think it does a max of 10-bit, and I'd like to have 12-bit if possible, right? Access to it, at least 4K, 60, 12-bit. And then if you had to dumb it down to 10-bit, 420 for 6K, I get it. Okay. When I record my videos, I do 422, 10-bit, 4K for my YouTube videos. So, but yes, yes, I think you're absolutely right. They have to come hard. That's what I'm saying. They got to really make this the go-to hybrid prosumer camera for Nikon. Z8 is great. Nothing wrong with the Z8. We all know it's legendary. But the price pushes it up a bit, right? At 4,000. If this can keep under or around 2,500, as well as pack you with all the video features, and I think that this could be a great prosumer camera right here. Mark's come back. Mark Mann says, have flip screen right now. I think similar to Sony's flip screen. Oh, okay. If so, then, like I said, I gave my rant about flip screens. I think flip screens have a place. It is not, we're not back in 2010, 2009, looking at these weak little flip screens. The technology is there. The advantages are there for sure. And being able to have a touch screen that gives you access to your full menu is pretty awesome. So being able to flip it out, and again, everybody use any of your cameras and try to mount a V-mount battery and then wonder why you can't get to your menu system. Well, it's called a V-mount battery and the plate is covering it. So trust me, if you do video, you know what I'm talking about. I'll just call Nikon needs the Sony A7 III, a hybrid, so both photo video guys are both happy. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking the Z6III is going to be. It's going to be that really good fit and price point. It has to stay. Personally, I'm thinking $2,500. I don't know. I'm thinking 2,500. They're probably going to be silly and put it at 3,000. And I think they would sell more at 2,500, and be more being that it's more accessible, people will be more inclined to give it a shot. People who have the Z50s or Z5s or something like that. And it's like, oh, I want one camera that's like really good, but I don't have the money for the $4,000, or $5,500 of the Z8, Z9. Cool. I'll go with this one. This is a good one. All right. We have, if 14 to 20 FPS isn't enough for your high shutter, you need to up your game and take better photos. Shots. That's actually shots fired. %, though. It is facts. I mean, if 14 or 24, hell, even 20, or hell, even if 10 frames a second isn't good. I remember when I got my first 10 frame a second camera, it was the Nikon D500. And I was like, my brain literally was like, I was blown away, absolutely blown away at the speed. Now that D500, I will have to say, is one of the best Nikon cameras they've ever made. Okay, APS-C, but that auto, the tracking was great. The 3D tracking was awesome on it. It's lightweight in comparison. Grip was fantastic. The color, everything about the D500, that is a great camera. And if you shot sports with that thing, you're not going to miss. And when it did 10 frames, my brain was like, yo, this camera is legit. Okay, so now the cameras do 20 frames. Like, that's like the average now. That's crazy to me. And that was like 2018, I think I got that camera. And now here we are 6 years later, looking at 100 frames and 60 frames and 30 frames. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is too much. But anyway, like I said, if you can't get it in 10 frames, you can't get it in 11. So that's just facts. The difference between Z6II and Z6III anticipation is surely huge. Plus, we already have pretty solid lens lineup now in 2024. Absolutely. That is a big advantage. There's a great lens lineup. Plus, as you saw today, there's so many third-party lenses. Remember this one I did a review of the, hold on, let me cover up my face. There we go. Of the Young 85 1.8 lens. We got Young right here. And then here we are with Viltrox. We all know, myself, others, Vahagen, everybody's been checking out Viltrox lately. And so you do have that as an option. So yeah, I mean, Nikon Z mount is getting out there. It's not at Sony's level or Lumix L mount level, but you know what? Compared to Canon, they're far ahead. They definitely are. Tamron's got some stuff for them, and Sigma too, but it's only APS-C for now. So yeah, that's going to be really good. Those are great points for Jar. A Z6III with Z8 dual USB would be nice. Exactly. A little bit cheaper in a price. Not everybody needs 8K. I think the 6K is a beautiful, like, I think that is really clutch. It's become my go-to for like serious footage. Not for YouTube yet, but like from when I'm at work, I do all the testimonial internal videos, everything 6K. D500 is just baby D5, same AF sensor 2 with BSI even. Exact. That's why that thing was a monster. That's why, hey, Fajar, you only helped me out here. Absolutely, that camera was amazing. What did I do? Oh, I sold it to get the Z6. Who would have thought? Oh, Jesus, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? All right. Someone should have came up and told me why. Exactly. I would love to see all these amazing specs for the Z6III and Z7 III, and then I would love to see if they can push the Z9 to 30 frames per second raw with a firmware upgrade right before the Olympics. Damn, that would be clean, huh? Even though I'm not going to the Olympics, I'd love to have that capability with the Z9. You know, the Z9 is one of those cameras that, like, I don't use it all the time. And I'm blessed. I'm not like, I don't live high on a hog. I certainly don't. I'm not rich or anything. But I have the ZF, I have the Z8, and I have the Z9. Now, the ZF is great for every day. Like, I'm gonna show up and hang out with you guys on Sunday at the photo walk with my ZF. Perfect for photo walking. Z8 is that great middle ground, you know, a little bit more compact than the Z9 clearly, but it has that robustness. So when I'm shooting clients on location, I'll probably bring the Z8. But that Z9 is that, hey, I'm about to knock it out of the park. It's not the camera's fault. You know, when you pull out that Z9, you know it's not the camera's fault. You messed that one up. If you missed that shot, you missed that shot. It's not because of the camera or some firmware upgrade. And so I just want to give a shout out to the Nikon Z9 real quick, okay? Hello, all. Hey, Wayne is in the house, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Wayne, I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. I hope you're doing well over there in the nice, beautiful, warm weather. God, you know, I have Thailand. Who do I have? Thailand and Philippines. Weather thing on my weather app on my Apple phone. And I always see it's 80s and 90s. Like, I love warm weather. Sounds so amazing. All right, Fajar. I'm not sleeping on my Viltrox 20 mil f2.8, weighs nothing, and I'm happy with its results for $150. Come on now. Hold on. Man, $158. Hey, you know, like I said, this Viltrox right here, this one here, the 42.5 is $168. Hold on, cover up my face. $168 right there. You know, can't complain. If you just need something lightweight, quality is just fine. You know, I'll give you more details about the quality specifically because I haven't done like serious shoots with it yet. But $168. You could actually buy someone a lens, a Viltrox lens, right? You could buy a Viltrox lens and as a gift. Think about that. You could buy somebody a lens for a gift and not be broke afterwards. So shout out to all these third-party companies coming out the woodworks. I recently posted an 8K video, ISO 25,600. Low light footage was cleaned up in Resolve. Well, shout out to you. Jeez, that's great. Sigma also doing announcement on June 3rd. Rumors said it will be a 28 to 45 f2.8. Is that full frame or APS-C? Let me know. Is that going to be a full frame or APS-C? Wayne says, thanks, Robert. Hoping the Z6III also comes with some amazing video features. Scrolling back to catch up on the topics. You know, I just went briefly back to what the latest spec rumors were on the Z6III. And hey, 6K video, 200 up to 240 frames a second. That's pretty cool. That's definitely workable. My thing is, will it have any 12-bit accessibility? And is it only at 420? Will it give us 422? That's the other thing I want to know. That's the other thing I want to know. But hey, we'll find out soon enough, hopefully in the 2 weeks. All right, let me see here. Let me get to the next thing. Where is my next topic I want to talk about? Okay, cool. Let's talk about this. All right. So the next topic I wanted to talk about was the Panasonic Lumix S9 launch event controversy. I'm not sure if many of you know. Let me see if I can pull this up actually. Let's see. Go to YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. And then oh, thank you everybody. Finally over 8,300 subs. Thank you all very much. Really appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you everybody for helping me get there. We're not that far away to get to that 10K. It is, let me tell you, the hardest thing I've ever done in my life is trying to get to 10K on YouTube. And I couldn't have done it with all of your support. All right, let's go check out Gerald. Let me see, Gerald. How the hell am I spelling his name? Gerald Undone. There we go. So you know about this controversy. Cool. And this, all right, I'm not going to tag. Whoops, what am I doing? There we go. I just want to show you this real. Jeez. Skip the. Okay. So as many of you know, there was controversy about the Lumix S9 event, saying that like they only invited people who speak positively over Panasonic, which is ironic because I do speak positively about Panasonic because I actually own it and I actually use it and I actually do enjoy using the platform, but they invite people only with big numbers, quite honestly. So with all that said, and that goes for all these companies, they don't invite, you know, I don't know. They just invite people with big numbers. So it's all good. I know the game. So with that said, Gerald Undone kind of got snubbed, right? Here it is right here. His video. Okay. And I watched this video on YouTube right here. Shout out to, you know, let me make sure I subscribe to what I'm doing. Shout out to him right there on YouTube. I actually like a lot of his work. It's very straightforward, gives you honest reviews. He does tech stuff, camera stuff, whatever. And he has a great channel. I mean, it's 429K. Shout out to him. You know, gotta give it to him. You know, clearly he's doing his thing. But this video was sent to me by Derek. Everybody knows my buddy Derek. And he's like, check this out. And I watched it. And as I watched it, I ended up watching the entire thing because it was so interesting, the points that he brought up, right? He talked about the post he made that got him sort of in trouble, where he didn't really give a negative review about a camera, Panasonic's. He just said that it fits a particular niche and that he just, you know, just gave a comment. I mean, regardless, our roles as YouTubers is to give our honest opinion. You don't, I mean, I'm glad you guys like me, my yellow shirt today, my glasses or whatnot, but I think some of you actually want to hear, what does Robert have to say? What is Vahagan or Jared Polin or Tony and Chelsea, and it's like, that's why I watch their channels. I'm just as much of a YouTube watcher as I am a creator. Matter of fact, probably more watching. So all these people, Gerald and everybody else, like I watch them too. Peter McKinnon every once in a while and stuff like that. And to be inspired and also just to learn. And I like who they are as a person, at least how they present themselves as a creator. So like, but I go there for authenticity. I want to see their perspective, their point of view, and hopefully it's an honest one. And to me, when I started and launched my channel years ago, it was really just to give my point of view, to add a little something to the photography space. I've learned a lot. I learned that uh, tutorial videos don't always do well. Gear does, and or if you bash on a brand, that tends to do better. But I don't like bashing because there's always a pro and con to every brand. I think it's just kind of silly to bash on a brand. Now, you could not like certain features. Sure, that's on. And you can say, hey, why doesn't it do this? I don't like that. Cool. Me, I vote with my dollar. Like, the best way to insult any company is just to vote with your dollar, you know? You don't need to talk crap about it. But with all that said, he was giving his honest perspective, and then he just noticed a pattern after that, and it got him thinking about what is our role, first of all, and are we, what does it mean when we're not in the space to, when you come to us thinking that we give honest opinion and you want to hear our opinion, then we share it, and then you don't like it, and then you want to punish us, but yet you want to use us for marketing your said equipment and thus giving you a review. So it's like, do you just only want to use us? Is our role is to only give positive reviews? I would like to beg to differ. I think most of you out there would want to hear our honest opinion. That's why I stopped looking for Canon and Sony and Fuji reviews, quite honestly. It's not like I can't reach out to somebody and try to spark up a relationship. I'm getting close to 10K subs, and I think I do quality video production. So, like, I'm sure I can work out something with other brands outside of Nikon and Panasonic. But one thing is, I notice people come to me because I use Nikon and Panasonic gear. So I rather show my authenticity by giving you reviews and opinions about the gear I actually use. I think that, to me, is the best way to be as authentic to all of you, is by giving you opinions and feedback on the brands that I actually use in the field, personally, whatever, to a webcam with. And then I think that's the best way I can keep as real as possible. Um, so, like, if I just started talking all about Fuji and I never really shot Fuji, then I'm really just talking about what that camera at that moment, and not really saying, okay, as a creator, as a videographer or photographer, how does this camera play a role, positively or negatively, in my creative life? And I don't want to do that. So that's why I stick primarily to the brands I use all the time. I could talk a lot about DJI. I have too much of that crap. I could talk a lot about Lumix and Nikon and Freestyle because I'm that versed in my experience of using it. But so for me, I almost feel like I'd be a fish out of water if I just started talking about Sony all the time, because I don't use it. And it's not a shout out to Sony. I've always stayed with Nikon, and just the workflow works for me. And Lumix, I like Lumix for my video. It's just the workflow I like. So that's how I choose to stay honest. And so, yeah, maybe my videos do come off a bit positive, but I enjoy using the gear. It is what it is. Um, and then take it as you wish, to all my subs out there. So, but he made a good point. It's like, first of all, and he said, okay, what is the purpose of these promotional events and these trips? They ship you out there to Osaka in Japan, treat you well. You only have like 2 hours with the gear, and they're hoping you flip that, and then you have this like this need to hurry up and be the first one to get that video out before everybody else, and then you kind of lose track of the purpose of why you started the channel. And he gave some great advice. He was like, hey, don't worry about being the first. Just make a quality review and let it be what it is. And he brought me down to planet Earth, because he was like, hey, remember, most of our first reviews that we built a community around were reviews on lenses and stuff we've had for a year or two or three or four, you know? And he's like, if those did well and you built a community around it, what's the need to have to rush and stuff like that? And just to boost the promotional efforts of these big brands that are more than likely not paying you to do that review. And I was like, man, this guy's hitting it on all notes. Quite honestly, I couldn't find one point he made in that video that I could honestly find wrong. I really recommend everybody checking out this video. I really do. I really, really do. And if you're really cool, tag me and say, "Hey, Robert sent me there." But nonetheless, I think he made some great points. Keeping it real, okay, made some fantastic points, and it got me thinking. That's why the the live streams are important to me. That's why the live streams are more important to me than coming up with the videos per se, because this is where we could talk. Like we connect here. We do our thing. We just you can't get more real. My face is what it is, like when people are like, gosh, that's the way I look when I take their picture. I'm like, hey, the lens doesn't lie. Hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But so with that said, that's why I like going live so that we could connect and I get to learn all of you, where you're from and everything else. And that to me is kind of what I always wanted when I first started my photo hike, my hashtag photo hike, photo events stuff was really for, and is going live. It's all about community and building it and working together. Kind of like you all know Chuck. So it's kind of like what he was saying, like this is really about community. And if we get to talk about gear and promote gear, sure. And believe it, guys, I like to honestly try to make money off this. So if someone sponsors me to do a stupid thing, sure. But I'm gonna keep it in line with, okay, will my audience actually find this useful? I get people sending me, I just had a paid promotion collaboration email today, but the product had nothing to do with you guys, had nothing to do in any way to help you. Trust me, it was so off the cuff. I don't think they watched my channel, but they said paid promotion. But I'm not going to do that. I'm only going to bring stuff to you that I feel will honestly be cool for you to know. If you're not going to buy it, hey, Mazel Tov, I get it. But it'll be like, okay, it's at least in line with what might be interesting to you. Okay. So there's a thin line. Okay. Because even he mentions like, hey, we got to get paid. But at the same time, like we can't lose sight of why we started our channels, why we started creating on YouTube. Because I enjoy YouTube. I don't do anything stupid. I don't get striked or nothing. I enjoy the process. But I even started to lose sight of why I have this YouTube channel. It started to feel like more like a job. And that's why I haven't posted as many short form videos and stuff like that. Like I want to create quality content and I want to build a community. Like those are my two biggest things. Everything else will take care of itself, But either way, I want to just bring this video up and hear from all of you. Let's check out some of these here comments, shall we? We got Wayne clapping. I hope it's about what I mentioned about the Z6III or about my rant. I don't know, but either way, thank you very much. And then we have Mushi Mushi from Drunk Wedding Photographer. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm gonna give it a good old fashioned hand clap for that. And Wayne comes in. I recall him saying he got a letter from them saying they don't think his viewers would be the target audience for the, which is ironic because that's absolutely silly. Let's be honest. Come on, right? Really? Out of 400 and what has he got? Let's take a look, everybody. Let's take a look at his channel. He's got 429,000 subs, and you're saying a couple of them would not be interested in Panasonic S9? No, that was something they wrote, but it's not true. I mean, that's facts. And then I only have one camera review on the internet. Google Nikon F3 and you'll find it. There you go. I am gonna Google it. Okay. Right after this live stream, though. Wayne comes back, which is why he wasn't invited. Yeah, exactly. Well, he mentioned like he called something strange or something like that. I think there was the S5, like just how it fit in the market space. Like, oh, and I think it was really more or less for clickbait, and that's what we do to try to get have our videos cut through all the weeds. And I think he was just I mean, I've seen tons of his videos. He's a pretty fair dude and great quality content, honest, and he is who he is. He's authentic. I really felt bad and I saw his points. I get it. I'm not saying all brands do that, but I see, he connected the dots pretty well in this video, Mark Mann says, I think Gerald has some good points, but a company can refuse to invite people to events. I also think influencers have biases, and some of them express it in their videos. So it can go both ways. All right. Well, I'm going to have to give you a solid gunshot because that's a good point. Okay. You're right. They do have the right, but the way it was done, because if you're invited for the events and then all of a sudden you're not, and it just seems to be like it correlates with you dropping a particular review, and it's like, start connecting the dots. And then everybody else around you is invited and then leaves you. It's like, it was just like too much, you know? Again, his channel is large. So it's not like you had 5,000 subs, like, all right, you know, we're going to just cut this 5,000 sub person out. No, he has almost 500,000. Okay. Look, I didn't even know I didn't subscribe to him, but his stuff comes up always on my feed. Why? Because it's relevant to the kind of content I already watch. And if his channel does that consistently to the point where I just didn't know I thought I was already subscribed. Well, guess what? He's relevant. You know, anyway, who's the guy on the screen? You know, hey man, you know, which guy? This one with the banana yellow shirt on. The best review I found is long-term review, using it as its workhorse. If you're only using it 2 hours a week, a month, it's not enough. You haven't pushed it to its limits. More expensive stuff. Good point. Damn, that's deep. That's deep. Yeah, so you appreciate more or less Fajar like the 1 year later reviews? Let me know. Do you like the more of the 6 month or 1 year later reviews? Because I thought about that. Wayne agrees. There you go. John comes back. Once you do Squarespace, I'm leaving. Hey, brother. Hey, John. If I get Squarespace money, it means I finally made it. You know what I mean? Shout out, okay? I'm like, Mama, I made it. I made it. Squarespace is paying for it. But you know what? During last 2023's Black Friday deal, SmugMug had a 2-year deal where if I paid in full for 2 years, it was a hell of a deal. I had to buy it. So I'm with SmugMug for at least 2 more years. So shout out to them. All right. So it is what it is. So unless Squarespace comes over, pays for my website, and sponsors this live stream. I mean, but here's the thing, John. Let's all kidding aside. The amount of work it takes to create these videos, and the gear, the investment, the better lighting, you guys don't know. It's a job. It's like straight up a job. And if we get a sponsor, if I'm blessed to work with Squarespace or some company that wants to sponsor this live, come on, to help me make this live even better. It benefits you. And God forbid I get something out of all this. It's hard work. Okay. Some days I'm just drained. And it's at the end of my day that I come to you guys and I got to be pumped up for another 2 hours. So, we laugh about it, but, it'd be hard for me to want to give up an opportunity to be sponsored and to be supported, but yes, that would be funny as hell though, John. I'm gonna give you that. It would be funnier than hell. Like, anyway, before we start this live stream, we're gonna give a shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Squarespace. And if you're looking to make a quick website with little or no effort and zero engineering skills, sign up to squarespace.com. Come on now. Hey, now that was a perfect marketing job if I ever heard of one. All right, Drunk Wedding Photographer says, Mushi Mushi is like, hello in Japanese, but you only say it when answering the phone. That is the most fun way to answer a phone. Thank you. I really appreciate you sharing that with me. That was pretty awesome. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that. Mushi Mushi. Ah, that's dope. Hey, you learn something new every day. I got to check. Oh, anyway, I'm not going to go there. Tokyo would be super fun to do street photography, I think. John says, I got blacklisted from Sony. Ooh, dang. I didn't know they did all that. I didn't know Sony. I figured Sony's pretty open. Remember, hey, John, do you remember when what camera was that came out? But I went to a Sony event in San Francisco. It was a big one. It was nice. It was awesome. And I showed up and vlogged the whole thing using the Lumix S5 Mark II. Now, shout out to me, okay? And as I was walking in, I had my Lumix S5 Mark II, and they're like, "Hey, that's not a Sony." I said, "Hey, if you give me one, I'll shoot this event with it." Yeah, I did give it. And the video came out fantastic. You guys can go check it out. Which video was that? Completely forgot what video that was, but either way, it's on my channel. Went to a Sony press event with the Lumix camera in hand, proudly. Now, I'm not saying that to snub Sony. I'm just saying that, hey, they were kind of, they made their little jokes. I thought it was fun. I don't take it personal. It's all good. But I think Sony's quality is fantastic. Well, I'm so sorry, John. That stinks. I wonder what the heck you did. You must have been bad to the bone. Also, I think Tony and Chelsea didn't receive a review products from, I think, Nikon and some other companies. Oh, yeah, you actually might be right. I forgot which one they were waiting. Well, they were waiting for the Fuji X106 for a minute, and sometimes they had to actually go buy the product. I remember them saying that they had to actually go buy the product. Now, honestly, they're one of my go-tos to watching. I like them. I like their chemistry, the quality, and I really trust Tony because of his technical background. He'll break it down to the, diodes and the whatnots and all this other stuff I don't know about, but I trust his technical prowess to give me his perspective. And I like Chelsea because I just like her personality. She's super fun. So shout out to them. I'll probably never meet them, but I just really like their channel. So I could see why, because they really keep it really real. And that's the mark of the beast, man. I know it's going to eventually happen to me. I think it kind of, who would it happen to me for? I'm sure it has, and maybe I don't even know it yet. Nobody's reached out to me except like I have a relationship with Nikon, and Panasonic. I did when I was working there, but no one at Panasonic reaches out to me like at all. As much as I talk about Panasonic and shout it out, they don't reach out to me for anything. Okay, now I don't dislike the company because of that, because I'm using the gear. Okay, regardless. Okay, I really like it. I don't see me leaving Lumix or Nikon ever. They give me what I want, but they don't invite me nowhere. They don't invite me nowhere. Wayne Maddox, he's very technical. Maybe they think their intended target were people that are not at the level of experience of those who would go to Gerald's site. Maybe so. Maybe it's a little bit of both. I mean, I can't really discount his experience. The way he laid it out made it very plausible to the point where I have to take into what he said into account, but you could maybe so. Maybe they're a little bit right. Maybe it might be both, but I think it's the way they fumbled it. They're like, "Oh no, we'll get you a ticket." Oh my goodness, like they're holding the hot potato too. Fajar says, yes, I prefer a mature system, at least 6 months review, 1 year. All screaming for the Z9 when it's even better after release with progression. Yeah. Okay, I got you. You're saying, yeah, we're all quick to the gun, get it out, and then all of a sudden you haven't really kicked the tire a few times or even replaced a tire or two before you could say how the Z9 really functions, especially once the firmware updates and stuff like that. So that's a very good point. Okay. In that case, I got some reviews for you then, because I got stuff I haven't touched or I have been using, but I haven't touched in terms of doing a video. John is starting to see that now that he is doing more videos, got new mics, camera, light. Wait. Who? John? Are we talking about John Ishii? Let me know, Wayne. Just want to make sure. Make sure you're 90% photographer and 10% YouTuber. Well, brother, I get paid to do photography and videography work, so I'm just gonna keep talking about what I do. You know what I mean? And that's a good point. All kidding aside, I thought about that myself, and it's like I have a lot of content, but here's the thing I struggle with is that like as a YouTuber is like when I post a video, I might post a video that I like, but then the algorithm just doesn't do shit with it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, that sucked. And nobody cares about it. But then when I talk about something semi that it's like kind of cliche to talk about as a YouTuber just to get some views, some eyeballs on my channel, then it's like I feel like I'm selling out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So it's like balancing out the two. But don't worry, John. I'm 90% creator, 100%. Because like I said, 5 days a week, that's all I'm doing is creating photography, well, mostly video content and using my cameras, making mistakes. Dude, I made a big mistake. I'm going to admit to you guys. I made a big mistake. Well, it wasn't on purpose though. It was like so either way, I'm just going to call it a mistake. Something happened to my camera that I use and love dearly, and it's now in the repair shop. I have to go. It's being quoted. I want to see how the whole process goes, and then I want to let you guys know about this repair place that promises, within a month time you get your camera back. But anyway, the point is that, I'm going to share some of that too. I'm in the field is basically what I'm saying. I'm learning with all of you. I'm buying little knick-knack accessories and seeing what works and this, that, and the third. I'm still grinding, 10% YouTube, man. I only make one video a week. Plus I go live once a week. That's 2 pieces of content. And I'm on here with you guys. Then I'm out back to work, Wayne Maddox says, maybe one day he will use that Fuji GFX 100 Mark II to make 8K video and edit and resolve. There you go. I'm waiting for Derek to do that. I would love to see him do the review just because, he's a huge Fuji fan. And I would love to see him do all of that himself. Because I would trust Derek's review just because of his passion and his knowledge of Fuji. I think that would be pretty dope, quite honestly. Okay, look at that. Let me see if I can. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. Let's see here. Hey, I got $225 in YouTube money. And they never have sent them. But oh shoot. John, it's supposed to be the 21st of each month that they make the deposit via AdSense. So I know you're smart, so I'm just gonna repeat what you already know. Make sure your account is linked to your AdSense for that automatic deposit. But it's usually by the 20th or 21st that you get your deposits, because that's how I get mine. And it's for 2 months prior. So if you get your I'm not for 2 months, but at least 1 month. So if you made 225 in March, you're going to be getting paid for that in April. You won't be getting it in March 21st. I think it's like a month later or something like that. It's either 30 or 90 days later. So double check that timeline too. I called them out on their overheating shutdown of their camera. Ooh, that's what it was with Sony. Well, that'll do it. They don't like the sound of that. And then, not gonna lie, I'm there for Chelsea. Oh, hey. Trust me, they're not stupid. They know you are. All right. But I really like their podcast. I listen to their podcast. I listen to, when it comes to podcasts, I listen to Tony and Chelsea's short podcast because there's usually about 30 minutes. And then I also listen to Petapixels. I'm not going to lie. When it first started, I was like, they're jumping on a podcast bandwagon. But then I find myself watching the entire, or at least listening to the entire podcast all the time. So shout out to Petapixel and their podcast. Check it out. It's actually pretty entertaining. I dig it. And yeah. So I'm not mad at you, Mark. Go ahead and check, I ain't mad. Oh, okay. Thank you, Wayne. Appreciate that. Rob said, was commenting on YouTube is like a job. And yes, John, yeah, it is. It really is. I mean, that's why I always go to here and I'm like, hey guys, can you at least smash that like, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon, because that really is how the cheapest and one of the most effective ways to help us. And if you don't, you want to drop $5 every time you come on by, I'm not going to be mad at it, but the the share and all that stuff, or at least a comment or the thumbs up, really, really does help. It does matter. It really does. Back to the comments here. Oops. Let's see if I can do that. No. Okay, that's cool. Fajar says, I may be off with my main body and lens game for a while. 20 mil f1.2 s. Okay, I like that. 20, 35, 1.8s, 105, 1.4 E completes me. That's nice. I like that. Why not at 50? Oh, I was tempted with Sigma's 40 1.4 art lens, but being 2.6 pounds turned it off for me. Yeah, that is pretty heavy. I mean, that is pretty freaking heavy. I don't blame you. 1 out of 50 though. 50 is like, I don't know. For me, a 50 is like a Swiss Army knife. Like you can really do a lot with a 50. Get your portraits, and if you want street photography, yeah, I just kind of did that. What is? Oh, there it is. Next one. Oh, Wade says he has issues with being in a different country and others. Oh, good point. Good point. Different country. Yeah. I haven't seen a flat nickel. Oh, well, I haven't either. So that makes two of us. Maybe I got lost in translation with the comment. Wait, hold on. I got off the oh. Okay, I did miss this one. I'm off to get the new Fuji GF 500 mil lens now. They called me to check it out. Fuji loves me. Spent huge coinage. Hello. That's what we talking about with those guys, I guess. That hey, that's what happens, I haven't seen a flat nickel for all that promotion. Hey, man, sometimes it's like that, brother. Trust me, I understand. Should have been solved. Said they mailed it, but it hasn't arrived yet. They mailed you a check. I thought it's supposed to be maybe because there's a resolve. They're mailing you a check, but quite honestly, man, I get automatic direct deposits, right? So make sure that situation is cleared up, and that's through AdSense. Again, I'm just saying. Yeah, they say the checks in the mail. Exactly. They, better watch out. I got your check in the mail. He is pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. They're all the creators are pretty awesome. The ones I've been mentioning, I really like. Uh-oh. We have an alert. Come on now. We have a new member. Everybody, welcome our new member to the Robert Silver-Photography channel. Yeah, that's what Thank you, Fajar. Your humble contribution to help support this channel helps me, and I'm sure YouTube and Google thanks you too, because they grab up 30%, but that's okay. I appreciate you nonetheless, and thank you all for helping with the channel. I see those with their special little icon. Now, Fajar has an icon. You see that cool little S icon? I want to say that's called support. I don't know. But either way, you're a member, and I thank you. 100%. You know what I mean? I think Macho Man Randy Savage has something to say.
Oh yeah!
Oh my goodness. What a holy cow. We have here. I guess I'm a bug now. Hello. That's right. He's official Shutterbug. Come on, man. When you join a member, you're an official Shutterbug part of the Robert Silver-Photography community. Okay. And we have John come back, who is also a member. See all these members? Man, this is a beautiful thing going on right here. I can't because I live overseas. So no. Oh, now that makes a lot of sense. Hey, John, keep me posted because that's kind of messed up. But don't worry, we're gonna make something happen where they're gonna want to just give it to you in person. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Yee! Thank you, Mark. Man, appreciate it. Wayne says, "Welcome to the team." You already know. Come on now. Says congrats to Fajar. We have another announcement, everybody. Oh, this is getting crazier. Come on now. We have Mark Man just officially became a member of the channel. Golly, look at that. I'm gonna get a blister on this. This is my sound effect finger here, and it's going nuts right now. Mark Man, Fajar, thank you so much. Believe it or not, when you become what's the lowest levels of Shutterbug, it is a big help for two reasons. Okay. I think you guys automatically get notified for sure for all of my content that I post. And also now that we have a few people, I think I'm going to start doing exclusive live streams just for members only. I wanted to wait till then. I got to see which members folks sign up for because it's like different levels. But different levels give you different perks. But either way, it doesn't matter. The point is, I'm so grateful for all of you out there. I really am. This only motivates me to want to provide more useful content for all of you. And trust me, I don't feel alone here. I feel like when I make something, it's for all of us to enjoy, to appreciate, or at least to comment about. Right there, you go. Got another one to help the growth. Hey, Wayne, that's what's up. That's what's up. And then we have Mark Man. I guess I wasn't a member yet. Well, you are now, brother. So trust and believe it when I say thank you. Got another one. Absolutely. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. This reminds me of the church back in the day. Everybody getting saved today. Yes, sir. Hey, Pi. I'm gonna find some church sound effects. That's what I am gonna do. I'm gonna find some, and I'm gonna save us all from all the madness of this technology and enthusiasm for photography. Okay. Fajar says, being a gearhead took the fun for me. Glad I got out from that phase quickly. You know, that's a weird balance for me, is trying to find that balance between, you know, being a gear nut, but also getting out and enjoying the process of being a creative. We have John Ishii in the house. Gotta go, folks. Love you all. Thank you very much for tuning in, John. John, seriously, let's stay in touch. Let's connect off of this, okay? And let's talk about what we were talking about. Maybe we'll connect a Zoom, create a Zoom meeting, and we'll talk. All right. Mark, man, you've helped me out a lot. I still need to get better, but you have helped. Thank you so much, Mark, man. I and you know me, I answer texts. You know this. Believe it or not, folks, Markman hit me up. He asked me some advice via Instagram. I gave him advices, sent them links. And it's not because I didn't tell him, okay, only if you sign up as a member, I'll answer these questions. I answer it, my time off. It's all good. Because if you get better, I get better. That's the way I look at it. It's reciprocity. You know what I mean? John, best channel on the net. Ooh. Thank you, sir. I think SpongeBob. Yeah, SpongeBob wants to say something. Hold on.
Thank you for your patronage.
There you go. Word from SpongeBob. Wayne Maddox says, how does this member stuff work? Okay, great question. Here we go. Check it out. If you go to my channel, all right. right here. Make sure you guys are seeing my channel, for heaven's sakes. Oh, go to my channel right here. Yes, John. Absolutely. We'll do in Zoom. Let's inbox on Instagram and then we'll go from there. All right, John? Have a great one, man. Thank you very much. Okay. So for those who want to support the channel, you go right here to my YouTube channel right here. And all you got to do, very easy. See that join button? Does everybody see that join button? You click that. Okay. And well, since I own it, it won't let me. But let's go to my, geez, how can I do this here? Okay, it won't let me do it through that. But click on this join button. That's the best way to do it. And it'll give you options for memberships. Let me see if it does. I have a few different options for memberships. All you got to click that join button. Let me see if it'll let me do it through here. I could show you. Customer. Jesus. You guys going through my personal stuff now. Let's see. Membership. There we go. All right. Let me see if you guys see that. All right. Okay, so you can see it right here. I'm not making a killing, folks. All right. So don't think like, hey, this is Rob's about to be living up. Nope. I still got to keep my day job. Trust and believe it. But look at that. I have Fajar. See Fajar right here. And I have Markman right there. They're in the Shutterbug status. Shutterbug is, what in the heck is my Shutterbug? It is, oh, it doesn't show the, the levels. Okay, well, doesn't show the levels. Where's my levels? Membership. Okay, it doesn't show the levels, but there are levels. Okay, I guess I can. Oh, okay, here we go. Here are my levels, everybody. For $2.99, you become a Shutterbug, which is your basic, membership to support the channel. It's only $2.99 a month, literally. And obviously early access to videos, priority reply to comments, members only. It's overall like a, hey, thank you. So you're showing your support for $3 a month. Okay. I know nothing on this digital planet that is $3 a month on any platform. Okay. And for sure, Netflix is not. That's for sure. But I mean, I'm not Netflix. Next one up is the prosumer, right? Prosumer photographer. That's $9.99 a month. And then that gives you early access, member shout outs, and obviously members only live streams at $9.99. And then I have the photo junkie, and that's just pretty much everything. We're going to do Instagram group chat, stuff like that. No one's on there yet, so I haven't really went full steam. But the Shutter, man, if you do the Shutterbug, I don't care. I'm happier than hell. We're still going to do some cool stuff together. Okay. So on my community tab, you guys know my community tab. I post members only content sometimes on the community tab. Okay. Let me see right here, the community tab. So when I do community only stuff, you'll see it says right here, members only. That's only people who are members get to see certain content. Okay. Again, all you got to do is click join. Anyway, enough of that stuff. I hope that helped. Anyway, we'll do in Zoom. Oh yeah, I got that. Mark, man. Also, my story after I met you at Mike's Camera, where I lived. That's right, brother. We go back to the ZA. Yeah, we go back. Yeah, remember, I was at that time working on behalf of Panasonic at Mike's Camera. Shout out to both the companies. Shout out to Mike's Camera. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe we got to do, hey, Mark, maybe we'll set up a photo walk too in Sacramento area. Maybe we could find something. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe Tahoe. Would you be, Mark, would you go up to Tahoe for a photo walk? What do you think? Would that be pretty dope? I think that'd be fun as hell. Fajar says, I only follow some, but for the bigger channels on YouTube, can't go around with Morton Hilmer. He's so passionate with all his wildlife projects. Okay, you know what? I'll check him out. I'm not into wildlife, but I would like to see his enthusiasm for sure. Oh, dope. Okay, maybe we'll plan something out. I'll have to plan that out because I'll have to, plan stay and all this other stuff. But I'm definitely down for a Tahoe, but I would do it during the late spring. Like maybe I'll plan it for next year, like well enough advance and give people time if they want to travel in. And we'll do it for like late spring or summertime. I want to do some nice like hikes. I heard South Lake Tahoe has some great spots. So maybe I'll be in touch with you like I'm going to be in touch with John. We'll coordinate something, All right. All right. We're looking pretty good here overall. All right. So with all that said, we are winding it down because I have to get up early. As you all know, I normally wake up at 5 a.m. for my day. And I haven't even cooked dinner. I try to cook dinner before the live streams and I haven't cooked yet. It's been a hell of a day. So I'm going to have to wind this puppy down. Okay. It would be good for you to go to some of our photo meetups out in SAC. All right. Hey, Mark, hit me up. Seriously. I'm not sure if you have my cell phone, but send me a message on IG. Let's make it happen. If there's something that you know for sure is worth driving up the SAC for, right? Then I'll do it 100%. Okay. Let's connect. Let's connect. I'm down. I'm in this space now. I want to get out of my comfort zone, get out of the Bay Area, do some cool stuff for photographers and for videographers. If it's something cool, that's why I'm going to Miami. I'm going to Miami not for the women. I'm going there for a film festival to network, to learn, and then bring that content back to all of you. All right. All right. So Wayne says, man, I get no sleep over here at Mongolia. There, he's in Mongolia. It's light at 4:20 a.m. and dark at 9:30. Dear Lord, that's crazy. And Mark, man, I've already seen you take photos with girls I shot with in SAC. Hey, you already know. But a lot of them travel down to the Bay, though. A lot of them travel down to the Bay. All right. Here we are. You already know when you hear this, the music coming on. I got to wind this puppy down. Okay? So, if you haven't already, please make sure you smash that like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notifications from my upcoming content. Please do so. As I mentioned, go ahead, and follow me on all the socials. I am on Facebook, Instagram for sure. If you have any questions, that's probably the best place to reach me. I'm on Threads, and I'm dancing like a fool for all of you on TikTok, and I'm on Twitter, complaining and ranting and raving. All right. You still have time to sign up to my newsletter and join us for a free photo walk. That's right. Free photo walk this Sunday, June 2nd, 4 p.m. in San Francisco. I'm sending out the newsletter today. Today, I'm sending out the newsletter of the actual location and everything else. Okay. What else? All you got to do is go to my website at robertsilverphotography.com and click on sign up to my newsletter. It's free $99 to sign up. All right. My latest video, check it out, about my opinion about the Panasonic Lumix S9 after 4 years of working for Lumix. Hopefully my perspective might help you out. If it doesn't, it's all good. But it's there. That's what's on my channel. I got some new stuff coming up soon I'm working on for videographers. And either way, I will be going live next week. And what else is there? Oh, when summer hits, it will be even crazier. 10 p.m. in Mongolia. Jesus. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you all. And of course, until next time, I'm your host, Robert Silver. Keep shooting and stay creative. Thank you, everybody.